Good morning. Coming up here on a Thursday on GMA, we're following the latest from Maui. The death toll is climbing at 36 people that have been killed in those devastating wildfires. Also, mass evacuations still happening for people who live there and for tourists. Our Gio Benitez was on vacation, but now we'll be covering those. Thankfully, he is okay. But also this morning, we've got exclusive new video of the moment a Las Vegas SWAT team descended on a home in connection to the unsolved murder of Tupac. New details about what they found and if it was connected to the 1996 crime. Plus, Carly Rae Jepsen is here live. Don't miss it all on GMA.
Now it's the time to get your tickets for this year's 2023 KSAT Pigskin Classic. One of the high school football's biggest events of the year is bigger than last year because we've added an extra night of football. The two-day event starts with one game on Friday, August 25th, then 3 games on Saturday, August 26th. Tickets are on sale now, and if you're a KSAT insider, you can get the VIP experience with the best seats in the house. Scan this QR code on your screen for more information, or just head on over to ksat.com. Ahead in the next hour of Good Morning San Antonio, back to school has arrived for Boerne ISD. The new security that students can expect to see this morning. Plus, wildfires continue to burn across Texas. What we've learned about the fire you see here last night in the Austin area. And up next, a road on the southeast side closed just east of Jasper Hollow due to a sinkhole. Stephen Cavazos is back to tell us what caused it and how that could affect your drive to work or school this morning. And checking TransGuide 35 at Redmond, quite a few flashing lights out there. We'll talk to him coming up.
Mass evacuations and search and rescue efforts underway in Maui, where several are dead and wildfires burning across the Hawaiian island. I'm ABC's Justin Finch in Washington with the president's response.
Also this morning on GMSA, 3 murder cases are going on in Bexar County courtrooms all at the same time. The punishments each defendant is facing as trials continue this week.
And looking out there with live cam this Thursday morning, we're starting off warm. I wouldn't say it's cool right now, but it's definitely better than what we're going to face later this afternoon.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning to you. 6 o'clock on your Thursday, August 10th.
Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us. I was going to say the only time that I'm okay with the warmer temperatures is when you first step outside of a cold, from a cold building. So like, oh, this feels nice, for the first, 3 minutes maybe?
A temporary break, that's for sure. Good morning, Mike.
I was going to say, no, it feels good for about the first 2 seconds. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty humid when you step outside this morning. We do have some clear skies as of right now. Temperature stands at 80, 81 Castroville, 81 also in Gonzales. We're still 4 above the normal low right now. We're not going to be dropping. We may drop down a degree or 2 in the next few hours. Got a bunch of humidity out there this morning. Yesterday, we had that bit of a break, and a lot of these dew points were down in the 60s. Now they're back up into the mid 70s. I mean, when you get up around 74 and higher than that, that's, fog up the glasses kind of humidity, almost sort of a wet towel when you walk outside. So we've got a heat index of 85 here in town, and it feels like 88 over there for you folks in Gonzales. Mold is on the low side. The updated count's going to come out about 7:30 or so this morning. Heat advisories, excessive heat warnings. Keep talking about this. These graphics are going to be shown throughout the foreseeable future because we're going to continue with these very hot temperatures all the way through the weekend into next week. Red flag warnings remain in effect for most of the area. The burn bans for just about everybody. Temperatures will warm up, very quickly through the 80s this morning, 92 at noon. We still have some of that humidity around here as we get into the early afternoon hours, which is why that is almost more uncomfortable early afternoon than late in the afternoon. This is when the humidity drops off, and that's what allows temperatures to sort of skyrocket, if you will. They go up, and then all of a sudden just shoot right up when that humidity drops off. And we're going to make it up to 106 today. That's going to be a new record high temperature. What about the weekend? What about next week? Anything like rain in sight? We'll take a look ahead coming up in just a couple of minutes. Plus, the annual celestial event. We're going to tell you all about that, the Perseid meteor shower coming up. Traffic Authority, Stephen, what's going on?
Busy morning over here, Mike. Let's get a look here at 35 at Redmond. This is a crash I've been telling you about throughout the morning. Right now, it does look like we are seeing some progress out there. It's tough to say because it's very dark, but I've spotted a few more vehicles out there, emergency vehicles, so that just could mean that we're getting first responders to wrap this situation up. But You can see that obviously traffic's moving through there this early in the morning. Take a look at our map right now. 35 southbound, as you approach Ritterman Road, you'll see that backup stretched back to Eisenhower Road. So just be on the lookout for crews as they work to clear this mess up. And as I mentioned, as dark as it is out there, I've not spotted any paramedics. That may be good news, but we are going to keep a close eye on the situation throughout the morning. But as we have inch closer to morning rush, we actually have another issue reported right over here. As you can see, it's at 37 southbound near Goliad Road. A little bit of a buildup taking place out there as well. I'll talk to our friends at TransGuide to find out if we have a TransGuide camera view so we can show you the conditions. But at this hour, you can see that we do have that buildup. Don't forget, we still also have this closure over here at New Sulphur Springs Road near Jasper Hollow due to a sinkhole that formed after a storm pipe collapsed last night. So it has been a busy morning here in the traffic department, but we are tracking it all for you. And it does look like another crash may have popped up there not too far from Leon Valley. I'll take a closer look and I'll have another update coming up in the next few moments. But one last look here at 35 at Ritterman. Watch for those crews out there. Traffic is definitely picking up in the southbound lanes. I'll have another update coming up, guys.
Thank you, sir. San Antonio police questioning a man about a shooting that may have been the result of a car burglary interrupted.
Katrina Weber is live at the scene at an apartment complex near Loop 1604 and O'Connor Road.
Katrina, we understand the man who was shot may be the suspect in car break-ins.
Well, police say that's what they're being told here, but they are still doing their own investigation, and that's taking place right here in this parking lot at the apartment complex here near Loop 1604 and O'Connor Road. The police originally got a call about someone trying to break into cars, and they say a few minutes later they got a call about the shooting. The man who they say did the shooting is someone who lives here. He says he saw someone pulling on door handles and he believes trying to steal his car, which was parked here. He says he came downstairs with his girlfriend to confront that man. They exchanged words. He says that the suspected burglar then actually told him to go and get the keys. He went back up to his apartment and he says he saw his girlfriend being held at gunpoint, and that's when he fired the shots from his balcony, hitting that other man. The man who was shot was taken to a hospital. Police say his wounds are most likely not life-threatening. And again, they're questioning that man who does live here, trying to get his complete story. And they say they're also looking to see if there's any surveillance video that might back up what he told them. Now, police say they did find evidence here, and we've seen car windows that are broken out, evidence of car burglaries that have happened. But they said, as for that man's car, they say there was absolutely no damage on the car of the man who did the shooting. So a lot of questions that police still have to answer about what happened here this morning, just before 4 o'clock this morning. Reporting live on the northeast side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. New this morning, a man is behind bars accused of starting a fire on the northwest side. 40-year-old Christopher Cuellar is facing an arson charge. An arrest affidavit says the fire happened June 29th in a stack of cardboard boxes behind a Lowe's store at the Rim Shopping Center. San Antonio police say security footage and store employees identified Cuellar after he allegedly bought lighter fluid at the same Lowe's just hours earlier.
And new details this morning on 3 murder trials underway in Bexar County. Each case is going on at the same time in separate courtrooms. Erica Hernandez gives us a look at each case.
A domestic violence case is front and center in the 399th District Court. James Stewart on trial for the murder of his wife, 25-year-old Tiffany Washington, back in April 2020. According to testimony, Washington and Stewart were arguing over cell phones when she grabbed a knife and he grabbed a shotgun. As the argument intensified, Stewart told police the gun accidentally went off. While the trial began Monday, the state was still presenting evidence today, but closing arguments are expected Thursday. In the 186th District Court, Giovanni Benjamin is accused of fatally shooting 49-year-old Frederick Bueller outside an apartment complex on the south side in September 2020. According to police, Bueller looked around a corner of a building as people began arguing when Benjamin allegedly opened fire, killing him and injuring a second man sleeping in his apartment. The state is still presenting evidence in this case. And finally, in the 227th District Court, the Christopher Bustos trial began. Bustos accused of fatally shooting his ex-girlfriend's friend, 36-year-old Gumicendo Gonzalez Jr., also known as JR, in October 2019. While the defense chose not to give opening statements, the state laid out their case.
The defendant says to JR, Where's my wife? She's not his wife, by the way. JR says, who's your wife? And this defendant starts shooting.
JR was shot several times in the chest and later died from his injuries. In all three cases, the defendants are facing 5 to 99 years or life in prison if they are found guilty. Now, these cases are expected to go on through the rest of the week. At the Kennedy Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
In your morning headlines, a 200-acre fire burning in Caldwell County east of San Marcos is now 100% contained. That's according to the Texas A&M Forest Service website, which has named it the Plum Hopper Fire. Crews there say no homes were lost in that fire. Caldwell County Emergency Management officials say 3 helicopters, 2 planes, and 1 spotter aircraft were used to contain the fire. Crews are still on the scene to make sure it doesn't spread any further.
Austin fire crews, Travis County Fire and Rescue, and Travis County Starflight helicopters responded to a 3-alarm brush fire in East Austin last night. 2 empty buildings were burned in the fire. So far, the fire has scorched about 100 acres and is mostly contained as of this morning. Austin Fire says the extensive cleanup will keep crews on site for several more hours. Residents have been told to avoid that area. Well, this morning, at least 36 people have died in a wildfire in Hawaii.
U.S. military helicopters are supporting search and rescue efforts on the Hawaiian island of Maui.
As ABC's Justin Finch reports, mass evacuations are underway as wind continues to feed the flames.
Disturbing images out of Maui, where raging wildfires have scorched once lush landscapes and have left hospitals overwhelmed with burn patients. The National Weather Service releasing this satellite imagery capturing the wildfires in red. Devastation reported in Lahaina, former capital of the native Hawaiian kingdom and home to 18th century era buildings now believed destroyed. And a treasured 150-year-old banyan tree there potentially lost.
Hey, if anybody's still out here, it's time to go!
Amid the panic, stories of survival.
I was the last one off the dock when the firestorm came through the banyan tree and took everything with it. And I just ran out to the beach and I ran south and I just helped everybody I could along the way.
Several fires began flaring up Tuesday on the islands of Hawaii and Maui. Maui, a tourist hub and home for thousands of residents, now being evacuated as the losses become more clear.
There's hundreds of homes burned down to the ground. The entire area of Front Street, the whole historic area is gone, burned to the ground, the harbor.
KITV meteorologist Malika Dudley describing the moment she decided to evacuate with her family.
We got a call from our neighbor who said, get out of your house. And we looked out the window and there was a red glow outside of our window. The fire was right above our property.
Despite firefighters working around the clock, strong winds and dry conditions across Maui are keeping the fire risk high. In a statement, President Biden expressed condolences to those who have lost loved ones and announced federal assets are assisting Hawaii's fire response. Hawaii's governor also now seeking a presidential disaster declaration to support rebuilding and recovery. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
612, 79 degrees.
And let's look out there with a live cam right now. All right. Looks hot, right?
Sun's sleeping in a little bit.
I think so. Well, maybe that'll be a relief for us, getting our day started early. We'll be right back. And this morning, students in Boerne ISD are heading back to class. Their new school year starts today. Middle school and high school students can also expect security guards and hall monitors. The district says civilians have those positions and are mostly former military members. However, all Boerne ISD schools will have a school resource officer from the Kendall County Sheriff's Office, Boerne Police, or Fair Oaks Ranch Police.
Happening tonight, we'll be hosting a town hall called Nurturing Minds as we go back to school. KSAT's Myra Arthur will be joined by a panel of experts as they discuss questions and concerns that parents, teachers, and students may have going into the new academic year. It'll be live streamed on KSAT Plus and on KSAT's YouTube channel at 7 o'clock this evening. Well, our KSAT News interns are wrapping up their summer internships after getting some hands-on experience in our newsroom.
And as one of their projects, they took on the vlog trend with our very own KSAT team.
Okay, Allie Hoy and Allison Hill show us a quick look at a day in the life of KSAT's news interns.
Good morning, my name is Allison Hill.
Good morning, I'm Allie Hoy. I'm a news intern here
At KSAT 12 News.
And I'm gonna take you with me.
You're gonna be following us along on a day in our life as news interns.
Since this is our final project, we're all getting to come together and it's been a lot of fun.
So fun.
Hello. What are you two up to? Hey, what's going on, Allie? Well, my name is Steven Cavazos.
Hey, Katrina. Katrina, yes, Katrina. Hi.
Hello.
So right now we're about to do some readings in the studio.
And it's just a really good practice for us to be in front of the camera, practicing reading off the teleprompter and just getting the experience in the studio. So something fun about KSAT is its tracking booth is actually a telephone booth. So this is where reporters come and track their packages. It's soundproof, so you don't get any of that background feedback, and you have your microphone and computer, so you're all set to create a fantastic package.
And if you want to have a day like ours, just head to our website, ksat.com.
That's it for this week. I think they're out of here after this week, right?
Yeah. Good luck, Allie and Allison. It went by quick. They were here for the summer.
Oh, yeah. They took it full advantage for sure. Great job.
Yeah, it's a good job. And time now 6:18. Looks like traffic's starting to build a little bit. Let's check back with Steven.
It's building out there, Steph. 37 at Pecan Valley. You see that huge stretch of headlights out there. We do have a crash that I mentioned a little bit earlier. Now, our friends at TransGuide were able to show us this shot, and what it looks like is traffic is being diverted off of the main lanes of I-37 southbound. We do have multiple lanes that are blocked, and they could have shut down a portion of the highway, although I've not received any notification just yet. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. This is a pretty busy spot. As you see, a lot of traffic's already building just before Southeast Military Drive. So really, it's been pinpointed near Goliad Road, but that traffic is going to be a problem for a lot of folks that are trying to navigate their commute. So be on the lookout for those first responders as your commute does get moving. Taking a drive over here, we still have this crash reported at 35 southbound at Rittiman. Traffic backed up to Eisenhower Road. I've had my eyes on this for over an hour now, but hoping that we are in the clearing stages. I still see those flashing lights from the TransGuide cameras. And forgot this, we have to take a jump back down here. Don't forget, we have this road closure here at New Sulphur Springs Road and Jasper Hollow due to a sinkhole that formed due to a collapsed storm pipe. So that has obviously been a pretty big problem spot for a lot of folks this morning, but wide view of the map shows that we're getting off to a very busy Thursday morning here in the traffic department. I'm going to continue to keep a close eye on things, but as we get one last look here, I want to bring it back to the shot here from TransGuide. It does look like they are diverting traffic off of the main lanes there. So it looks like it could be a major crash, but it's tough to say because all those lights have made it difficult to pinpoint where the scene is exactly at. But you can see it's a big problem.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Thank you, Stephen.
Yep. Another intern want to give a shout out to Leah, who's been interning in the weather department from A&M. She's been a godsend. Yeah, doing a lot.
She's been doing a lot.
Is she going back to school?
Believe next week is her last week.
Not done with undergrad, though. I mean, going back.
Correct.
Right. Okay,
yes.
gotcha.
Yes. And then I want to give a quick shout out to the Spirit Squad from Madison that was on SA Live yesterday. The couple of the gals from the Phillies, the Dollies, and the cheerleaders. Wonderful. They just made our days, our back to school week there. So
Madison, that's Northeast ISD?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Well, they have till next week, I think. Yeah.
Monday they go
Monday,
back.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Good luck,
but
guys.
Great bunch of gals. So 79 this morning and then later on this afternoon. Say it. Yeah. 106 high temperature today. Just like yesterday, it's going to set a record. I know you can't. You got to do something to try and keep cool out there.
Everybody fan your friend next door.
I like that. Fan a friend.
Yeah.
Take a look at this picture, and the moon is now in its waning crescent phase, and it's gorgeous out there in the middle of the evening. And this is kind of coming in handy, or the timing of it, because we are now getting into the annual Perseid meteor shower, and some of the peak viewing is going to be the next few mornings, tomorrow morning, Saturday, as well as Sunday, looking off to the northeast. And again, the moon being in that waning crescent phase, you're not going to have that big bright object out there, so it'll be much easier to see some of those if you look up to the northeast. Obviously, the further away you are from the city lights, and up to 90 meteors per hour. And this is all the kind of little remnants of the Swift-Tuttle comet, which goes around the sun. All right. Got some, is that the morning? Yeah, that is the glow of the morning sunrise already out there, even though the sun's not coming up for about another 40 minutes or so. We've got a heat index of 85 here in town. Castroville still feels like 87 in Gonzales, 85 up the road, Canyon Lake. There's the big area of high pressure. Now, we've been, hoping that something is going to change with this, but it is not. It's sitting on top of us. It's very strong. It actually has strengthened a little bit over the past few days. That's why we've been going from, say, 102, 103 up to the 105s, 106s like we're going to be yesterday, today, and as well as tomorrow. Then as we go into next week, what we've been watching is this up here to the north. I mean, it's fall up there, the early signs of fall in the northern tier of the United States and southern Canada, these troughs that move on through, the hope being that this trough would dig enough to kind of push this out of the way. Well, it's going to scooch off to the east, and that really doesn't shove that high anywhere. I mean, minor fluctuations to this, but that thing is just stubborn as can be and holding tough pretty much all through next week, which means we stay in triple-digit temperatures, down a couple of notches. That'll be about it, and still not a drop of rain in sight all the way pretty much through next week, and even long range is not looking encouraging.
We're going to have to get really tough this summer.
Yeah.
Stay strong. Thank you, Mike.
But 623, 79 degrees.
And we're going to be right back with your consumer headlines.
She found it, the feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding your back is back, or finding psoriasis can't deny the splendor of these thighs. Once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
In your morning consumer headlines, TikTok is helping disclose AI-generated content. A new feature on its More Options menu allows users to label that content before uploading videos. And TikTok says failure to disclose all AI-generated content could mean removal of that content.
The biggest redesign ever is coming to Slack, and what started as an instant messaging program has grown to include a slew of team chat features. Now Slack is changing the look and layout, making it easier to manage and find what users are looking for.
And Cadillac is out with a sneak peek of its first ever all-electric Escalade set to come out in 2025. There's some video of it. The Escalade IQ will have a range of 450 miles per charge and will be able to reach 60 miles an hour in less than 5 seconds. Starting price, ready for this?
Yeah.
$130,000.
Well, you pay for that pretty vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Time now, 6:27 and 79 degrees for now.
Well, as normal, as the morning commute is off and running, we've got big problems. This is at I-37 and Pecan Valley. We'll get an update from Stephen Cavazos coming up. Right now, GMSA, a San Antonio nonprofit, struggling to help the community after someone vandalized their food van, how they're continuing the mission while dealing with crime.
And looking out there with live cam, I mean, we're starting at 79 degrees, but I guess you maybe popsicles for breakfast.
Oh.
Maybe that'll help us out. I'm not sure. Yes. Good morning. It's 6:30. It's Thursday, August 10th.
Mike Osterhage is standing by with a look at our back-to-school forecast for folks in places like Bernie. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Yeah, everywhere it is pretty warm and humid out there. What about like frozen juice, frozen orange juice?
Yeah, that could work.
That'd be good. Put it in like a little popsicle or something like that.
Make your own. Yeah.
I like that idea. Anyway, yeah, it is warm and humid. Looks like we might have a couple of clouds that have started to move on in here. We were, like the past few days, we have our morning clouds hanging around 80 degrees, and then the dew point stands at 74. So, yeah, there's plenty of humidity. South to southeasterly wind at 10 miles per hour. Up around Bernie, 73 degrees right now, mid-70s in the hill country. 85 is what it feels like out there at the airport, Canyon Lake. These are the heat index readings, so not too bad for back to school up there in Bernie. Mold is on the low side. We still have our heat advisories, excessive heat warnings go into effect this afternoon through the evening hours. Red flag warnings, very high fire danger remains all around the area. And of course, the burn bans that are in effect for virtually everyone. And that is in effect for the foreseeable future. We'll warm back up through the 80s this morning, all the way up to 92 at noon. And look at that, by 1 o'clock, we're going to be just about at the normal high temperature, which is 97. And then we go up from there and almost gain another 10 degrees. So we're going to make it up to 106, just like yesterday. Hit a record yesterday. We're going to be hitting a record again today. We stay with these brutally hot temperatures all the way through the weekend. What about next week? Any sort of relief? Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, seen a lot of flashing lights and everything. Your brow is furrowed. What's going on?
You don't want to be here, Mike. Take a look at your screen. We have traffic that is bumper to bumper out there. We have a river of those headlights. Now, this is a crash that was reported by TxDOT earlier in the morning. You may have received a push notification on your KSAT mobile app. And if you didn't, make sure you have it downloaded and the notification is turned on. This is a major crash that has shut down a portion of the highway there heading southbound along I-37. Now, this is a shot from Pecan Valley, and from what it looks like, traffic is being diverted off of the main lanes and onto the frontage road, which is why we have a huge mess out there. As you can see, the buildup is shaded right there along the southbound lanes as you approach Southeast Military Drive. A portion of the highway has also been shaded out there on our map, so I'll keep a very close eye on it. It is tough to see if there are first responders out there, but a very pretty bad situation you don't want to be caught in. 35 southbound, I do have better news to report, though. We did have this crash that was causing some backups at Rittiman Road all the way to Eisenhower Road. So that crash is cleared out. So better news for any driver that has to head out there. But still, be on the lookout here if you are traveling near New Sulphur Springs Road, near Jasper Hollow. We have that road closure, guys, and that is because a sinkhole formed due to a downed storm pipe that caused some damage in the area. Now, there are some detour signs out there. Be sure to follow them correctly, but wide view of the map does show our morning is off to a busy start, so be on the lookout. I'll have more updates for you coming up in the next few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Stephen. A man says he was protecting people and property when he shot another man early this morning.
It happened at an apartment complex near Loop 1604 and O'Connor Road. Katrina Weber is live at the scene.
And Katrina, is that man who pulled the trigger facing any charges?
Well, that has yet to be decided. Police are trying to determine if he was actually fighting crime or if what he did was criminal. Now, they are still investigating what happened here. The man says he fired the shots from his balcony at someone who was trying to steal his car and possibly break into others. Police just leaving the scene here right now, but we have some video to show you what happened here just before 4 o'clock this morning. It started with a call about some car break-ins, and then a few minutes later, a call about the shooting. Police say that the man who did the shooting lives here at the Roots at O'Connor Apartments. He says he saw someone trying to break into cars, came downstairs with his girlfriend and confronted that man. They had words. He says that the man he suspects of trying to break into cars demanded that he hand over his car keys. He went back upstairs, and he says when he looked outside, he could see that that suspect was holding his girlfriend at gunpoint. So he fired at least 3 shots from his balcony, hitting that suspect. The man who was shot was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening wounds. Police, again, were questioning the man who lives here, trying to figure out exactly what he told them or what he was telling them about what happened, and also to see if there's any surveillance video that might back up his claims. But they tell us that they did see evidence of cars that were broken into here in the parking lot, although they didn't notice any damage on that man's car. Reporting live on the northeast side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. New this morning, it's budget day for the city of San Antonio. That means more police and ACS officers on the streets, along with higher trash fees.
City staff are scheduled to unveil the $3.7 billion budget proposal at this morning's City Council meeting. Garrett Berger joins us now with the breakdown.
I'll be waiting to get a hold of the actual budget itself, but we did get a media briefing from top city officials yesterday to go over some of the broad strokes. The city plans to add 105 police officers, the biggest such increase since at least the year 2000. It's part of a plan to add hundreds of cops over the next 3 to 5 years. Staff also want to boost the animal care services budget by 26%, including new officers, a vet team, and adoption staff. Homeless outreach and encampments were a big issue in the city's recent budget survey, so the budget proposal includes money to clean up 700 encampments, compared to the 500 they're scheduled to do this year. The city manager says they have more options for housing people now. The budget may be growing, but the city still plans to slightly lower its property tax rate. And the city council has already doubled a tax break for homeowners known as the homestead exemption. However, you can expect to pay more on your trash bill. A long expected hike will be coming after the city says cost increases have outpaced what it takes in for trash. We'll keep you updated online with the latest details once we get a better look at the full budget. You can find this story on ksat.com. While you're there, we also have more information on how you can let the city know about your thoughts on the budget. I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Garrett, thank you. A San Antonio nonprofit says food deliveries to the homeless nearly stopped after someone vandalized their food van. This van belongs to Corazon Ministries, and it's parked at the Travis Park Church parking lot downtown. The church discovered the window was broken and the inside vandalized. A few days later, a police report shows someone had all their tires slashed in a vehicle that belonged to a staffer. Nonprofit leaders say they're finding other ways to make food deliveries. They're asking the community for support for themselves and for others.
Let's take care of each other and let's try to ensure that these type of incidents don't happen to other nonprofits or other businesses in the community.
Anyone who would like to help can head to ksat.com for a link to this story.
And this morning, students in Boerne ISD are heading back to class. Their new school year starts today. Middle school and high school students can also expect security guards and hall monitors. The district says civilians have those positions and are mostly former military members. However, all Boerne ISD schools will have a school resource officer from the Kendall County Sheriff's Office, Boerne Police, or Fair Oaks Ranch Police.
Happening tonight, we'll be hosting a town hall called Nurturing Minds as we go back to school. Myra Arthur will be joined by a panel of experts as they talk about questions and concerns that parents, teachers, and students have going into the new school year. It'll be live streamed on KSAT Plus, also on our YouTube channel, and it starts at 7 o'clock this evening. Looking ahead before we go to break, some of the bigger school districts in San Antonio don't start school until next week or later. So if you still need to get school supplies, you can take advantage of tax-free weekend beginning Friday and ending on Sunday.
So for all the students going back to school today, have a good first day.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Good luck. Time now 6:40 and 79 degrees for now.
Just ahead, it's been 1 year since the PACT Act was passed. How it's helping veterans exposed to toxic substances overseas. 6:43, traffic coming up. But first, happening today, Veterans Affairs will be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of what's called the PACT Act.
Jonathan Cotto explains what the PACT Act is and how it's helping veterans and their families.
1 year ago, the largest piece of legislation to help provide assistance to veterans was passed. The PACT Act expanded health care and benefits for veterans exposed to burn pits, Agent Orange, and other toxic substances. allowing an easier transition from military to civilian life. This has now led to the largest hiring initiative in VA history.
The amount of folks that we're able to hire each of these events has been well over 80 to 90% each hiring fair.
Because of the PACT Act, the Veterans Benefits Administration and the VA are able to host more hiring fairs for veterans and are able to do on-site hiring. The VBA says about 5,000 veterans have been hired since the PACT Act passed.
And we're able to really hire and staff up with more folks at those larger offices to provide the services that our veterans so deserve.
On top of hiring veterans, the VBA is also able to help veterans pay off their student loans. You can learn more about the PACT Act and upcoming career fairs by heading to ksat.com. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Just about 6:45.
And a lot of cars and vehicles held up there at I-37 at Pecan Valley. Let's check back with Stephen Cavazos.
Right, now that's a little bit brighter. We can see more of the scene that's taking place out there at 37 at Pecan Valley. But remember, this is an area you want to avoid this early in the morning because you'll be caught in that mess. Right now, first responders have shut down the main lanes there due to a major crash that was reported just before 6 this morning. Right now, it's tough to see if there are any paramedics out there. And as always, we hope that there are no injuries reported. But it's also tough to see how many vehicles may be involved. So just be on the lookout there. We have that portion of the highway that's been shaded out there if you are heading southbound along I-37 right near Southeast Military. Start looking for some alternative routes. I'll keep a close eye on it and hope for a better update soon. But as we take a drive over here, we will still see this road closure out there on New Sulphur Springs Road near Jasper Hollow, at least up until 5 tomorrow afternoon. And that is because a sinkhole actually formed in the area due to a down storm pipe. And crews are still out there, so just be sure to follow those detour signs as you see them placed along the area. Wide look at the map does show that we are off to a busy start here as a lot of kids return to class. We know Bernie ISD is starting today, so want to give a special shout out to my nephew Drew, who is entering the 2nd grade. He is there's his photo. Yeah, every year I think he always expects to be on TV now, but he enjoys sports, playing, and of course spending time with family. And I believe underneath that he wants to be a baseball player when he grows up. So, and he's actually fantastic at baseball. So he's got to watch some of his games over the summer or early last May, and he's fantastic.
2nd grade, he looks like big
Already?
Oh yeah, he's
Yes.
he's like probably right up to here. I mean,
goodness.
he's huge. But special shout out to all the kids at Bernie.
Great pick, yes, and then have a great first week at school.
We'll be thinking about all of you today.
Yes.
And I got another fantastic picture as well. And look at this little beauty. Steph loves the dress.
I love that dress. It's so cute.
Yeah, first day of school, and granddaughter Camilla Thompson over there in Lytle ISD. The bow in the hair, the pink shoes, pink backpack. She is all set to go. And the hand on the hip, too. I love that. So thank you so much for the KSAT Connect picture. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. We've got our morning clouds hanging around here right now. We're talking about how it's going to remain very hot through our forecast period. Then we look at Climate Prediction Center. So next 6 to 10 days, which covers pretty much going into all of next week, starting off on from Wednesday through the weekend. Leaning toward the dry side of things and leaning toward the hot side of things, and then continue on into the 24th and staying on the dry side of things or leaning that direction and leaning in the direction of hot temperatures. Not a very encouraging long-range forecast, unfortunately. We have our clouds hanging around here this morning. We'll warm up through the 80s, 92 at noon, and so we gain about 12 degrees between now and noon, and then gain even more than that going into the afternoon hours. So we'll gain another 14 and getting up to 106 later on today. That's going to be a record. We hit 106 yesterday. That was a record. A couple other ones early on in the week. And again, this is going through the next week with that high. Keep showing this thing. It is just not moving, sitting right on top of us. It has strengthened a little bit, and that's why we're up around 106. That's going to be the case through the weekend, 105s. And again, we're hoping that this trough up here in the Great Lakes would push this thing out of the way, but it's like that thing's just too strong right now, and it's keeping, and we usually don't get any of these fronts coming through here this time of year, every once in a while the anomaly, but no, they'll stay up there to the north, but a lot of times we start to see at least somewhat of a change in the overall pattern, but it is just not going to, at least in through Thursday with that high still dominating things, still fall up to the north and just intense summer down here. So temperatures, again, 106 today, same thing tomorrow, and 105s over the weekend. Very hot temperatures. At least we get the humidity dropping in the afternoon, not a drop of rain in sight. So not only are we well in the lead of 105 or above compared to any other summer, we've had 11 so far. We're going to continue to rack those up. And the triple-digit days as well.
I'm getting used to seeing those numbers like, on your forecast, but you know what, I'm not used to seeing it in my car. Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow, it really is that hot.
And it's always so funny, too, when forecasting, you look at the numbers and all that stuff, but then when you walk outside, it's like, oh, my God, it just doesn't really translate from paper into reality. So
reality really hits. Thank you, Mike.
About 10 till 79 degrees.
And looking ahead, the east side and some NFL players are coming together this weekend to give back before the school year starts. A preview of one back-to-school bash tomorrow on GMSA.
Let's go outside with live cam on your Thursday morning. In case you're keeping track of back to school and the rest of your year, which will fly by, 137 days till Christmas. If you need help dealing with heat, Project Cool is ready to help. We have all the information on ksat.com. You can scan this QR code on your screen. United Way is teaming up with Bexar County to offer box fans to residents 60 and older, available at no cost. Those eligible can call 211 to request a fan. Again, all this information is on ksat.com.
And the anticipation is building as we get closer to the second annual KSAT Pigskin Classic. Antonian, Holy Cross, Southside, Somerset, Jefferson, Uvalde, O'Connor, and Brandeis all taking part in the two-day event. So it's going to start Friday night, that is August 25th, and then our triple header will be Saturday, August 26th.
Now's the time to get your tickets. They are on sale. You can find a link on ksat.com. All these games, of course, are taking place inside the cool confines of the Alamo Dome. If you're not a KSAT insider, make sure you sign up so you can get the best seats in the house along with other perks. Just look for this story on our website.
Also right now on ksat.com, we have a complete list for back to school days across the Alamo City and surrounding areas. Each district is also linked to the approved academic calendar for the school year, which provides more details regarding student holidays and extended breaks. It's all online for you right now.
About 5 minutes till 7.
And still a major backup there on I-37 at Pecan Valley.
Yep, place you want to avoid right now. Staff 37 at Pecan Valley. Let's get one last look there. We do have first responders that have shut down the main lanes. That is due to a major crash in the area. Right now, it's hard to tell if there's been any progress that's been made, but traffic is being diverted to the frontage road for the time being. So it's a big backups out there, which is why a portion of the highway has been shaded out from our map. 37 southbound at Southeast Military Drive is where that crash has been pinpointed. But check out those northbound lanes. Already getting pretty busy with traffic as folks are making their way into the Alamo City from Pleasanton. Be on the lookout and also watch out here for that sinkhole that's still in place. Crews have closures there at New Sulphur Springs Road and New Jasper Hollow. Follow the detours, Mike.
Thank you very much, sir. Boy, not good news down there on 37. All right, we've got our morning clouds hanging around 80, and we may fluctuate a degree or two, but again, excessive heat warnings. I know we keep showing this in each and every day, but yeah, you really have to watch it when you're outside. The red flag warnings, the burn bans that are in effect. It is a very dangerous situation. 106 again today. We are going to stay brutally hot the next few days, all the way through the weekend. Down a couple of degrees next week. Still, we're going to be racking up triple-digit temperatures and not a drop of rain in sight.
Well, I'm just hoping for cloud cover, and I'll be happy with a few degrees less next week.
That's what we're going to be getting.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good day back at school.
Bye, guys.